Oh,
As
that's
soon
my
as you
time.
all said like, as soon as you all said like 7 p.m., I was like, loving my life. Right, we're live. Welcome everybody to the next tribal council here at the Triumph Congo, and we are here with the final five. Dev, Gage, Hunter, John, Scott, you guys are our final five. And unfortunately, after tonight, it will be the final four. But before we get into all that, I've got some questions. So, firstly, Scott, congratulations on yet another individual immunity win. How does it feel knowing you are in the final four and one step closer, one step away from final tribal council? And do you think you needed this immunity?
Which one do I answer first? I feel relieved. I do feel like I needed it. I feel like my dates have been numbered for a long time. It's been kind of round after round of people I'm trying to vote with going home. So this has sort of been like the only option for me. Um, and while there is relief with that, I mean, it's still like this is a stressful situation because like I think I can speak for everybody here that we're all trying to make the right choice for whatever happens next. And if the conversations I've had with everybody today are true, it sounds like none of us really know what the right choice is or what is next.
Okay. So, Gage, this last challenge was all about how well you knew your other players, specifically the jury. Do you think that this challenge will or should hold any merit in the jury's eyes when it comes to making their decisions?
Um, Going into that challenge, what I did know about the jury is they're all smart and they're all sneaky, and even in their two truths and a lie, like they did exactly how their personality was, like to throw us off. So I don't I feel that it does give some credibility if you knew like personal information about the jury, because it shows that you took time to like get to know them. But there was also ones where the individual was just trying to throw everybody off. So I think if you were able to catch those things, it could give you some credibility as well. It's just how you utilize it and articulate it to the jury, if you are in that final tribal council.
Okay, thank you. So, John, with Scott Immune, there are now only four choices left to vote for. So, basically, there's no room to hide. Is everyone being considered an option tonight, or and if so, does that make this vote even more unnerving?
Yeah, everybody's being considered. I mean, there's really only three people on the chopping block tonight. I mean, Hunter essentially has a public idol. There's a scary rumored extra vote out there as well. So I mean, it's very scary. Definitely for me, Gage, and Dev, because we don't know what's really going to happen. So yeah, no, I'm scared. Today's been hectic. It's been crazy up until the last minute. So yeah, everybody's absolutely out of us three is a prime target for sure.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go straight to Hunter then, because John kind of mentioned it. You've apparently you've got a public idol, and the fact that we saw an idol played kind of last tribal, and tonight is the last time to play idols. Do you suspect not just yourself but anyone to play an idol tonight? And does that play a factor in how the votes are determined then?
I mean, truthfully, like with it being the last time that it can be used, even if it's for nothing, it should be used because it's not like it's an actual trait that you could take home or anything. And I definitely think it plays a factor into the vote. It's definitely a thought that is put into what people are going to do moving forwards.
Okay. And Dev, we are so close to the end. How important is it to survive this vote? And what should people consider when deciding who gets their vote?
I mean, it's really important to survive the vote because if you don't survive the vote, then you can't make it to the end and have a shot at winning. But I think when we're considering who to vote out tonight, I think a lot of it comes down to both who we trust and who we want to go to the end with. And I think that those are like the major factors that people are going to be taking into consideration tonight.
Okay. Thank you, Dev. So those are all my individual questions, but I do have 2 group questions. So we have seen many split votes this season. Do we see this vote being any different, or are we possibly going to see a more kind of clear-cut decision? That's for anyone to answer.
I mean, there's a possibility that there are 2 idols coming out tonight. I think, like, I can't imagine that it's going to be cut and dried. Like, there's too many ways that could go sideways.
Fair enough. Anyone else before I ask my next question? No? Well, speaking of idols, since we've had this mention of idols, people saying that definitely one is being played, there's a suspicion of 2. How spicy is this tribal going to get?
On an Ando scale?
Yeah.
In honor of Kaylee, what is an Ando scale? How high does it go? 1 to Lewis?
Sure. Anyone else? Anyone else? No? Okay. Rest of production, do you guys have anything you wish to ask them?
No.
No, thank you.
No.
Lovely. Okay, then. Well, before we get to the vote, if anyone has anything else they want to kind of say, get off their chest, last pitches, now's the time. Okay, you will want to stay silent for this one. So we are going to head straight to the voting booth, and I will hand that over to Meg.
Keisha, are you doing it?
I am. I'm
Okay,
going.
I figured.
And at this time, if anyone would like to shout out Jackie from Padlock, now is the time to do so.
Shout out to Jackie from Madlock.
You may also shout out other people, but I just knew Scott would prefer that person. If anyone would like to shout out Survivor Now podcast, I will give you an idol that gets you to the final tribal council.
That just feels like bribery. But shout out to Survivor Now podcast for when I come back.
Congratulations, Brandon. You have earned your way to the final tribal council.
Woo!
On season 56.
On season 56, I will be back.
If anyone else wants to shout anyone else out, you can.
Shout out to my kitty cat Roxanne. She keeps trying to bother me. What?
So what's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Why is it mint chocolate chip?
Yours is mint chocolate chip. I'll eat mine too.
No, I hate mint chocolate chip. I hate mint.
Wow, okay. What do you brush your teeth with, huh? Toothpaste? Is it minty? I bet.
Doesn't mean I like it.
Well, but you I was gonna say you put it in your mouth every day.
That's a lie.
What did I miss?
Nothing.
We're talking about breast milk.
Talking about
Not
mint
that.
chocolate chip ice cream.
What was that TikTok I sent? My last meal is going to be the same as my first. Breast milk. Did y'all not watch it? Fuck you guys. I'm sorry. Are you all stressed? This probably isn't helping. I'm not stressed.
Same.
I can't get voted
If
off.
you want, we can talk about the political climate of the United States of America.
Oh
That's
no.
already stressful.
No, ma'am. No, thank you. I don't want that.
I was watching. Sorry, you go, Scott.
I was gonna say, am I correct that Theresa May is supposed to be a reference to Theresa May?
Yes.
Oh my god, I didn't know that. Actually.
Wow. Yeah. So how do we all feel about RFK Jr.?
What?
He's like he's like trying to get votes put on you so you can play an idol. Not saying that that's happening now. I thought Lewis was doing that some rounds ago, but I feel like he's like a candidate that's there to try to like draw votes away from someone else so that yet another person wins. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I was watching him announce his vice president today, and I was just listening to everything he was saying, and I was just like, "You're going to screw this all up." But I'm not American, so it doesn't affect me as much as you guys. But I just thought I'd bring it up to have a discussion.
Shout out to the unknown.
What is that?
It's the unknown.
There's one day I'm gonna figure out how to get like a voice emulator, and then I'm just gonna sound like that person announcing the unknown. I think that's funny.
She's only like 16.
Like I feel bad, but the memes, man, the memes write themselves.
Shout out to iPhone who's joining us today. We all know by now that that's Jordan. Jordan, who still has not changed his fucking Zoom name after
It
5
will
seasons.
not. It will not change. I swear. It's not. I just parked at Sam's, so I'm alive.
Don't tribal and drive.
I did not, just for the insurance company's sake.
Okay, besties, give Brandon a minute to tally the votes.
Sorry, just trying to find my pen.
Are you a member of the Pen 15 Club?
Okay. I have the votes, everybody. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol or advantage that you would like to play, now is the time to do so.
I would like to play my hidden immunity idol.
The rules of Survivor state that if a hidden immunity idol is played, any votes cast against that person will not count, and the person with the next highest amount of votes will be going home instead. This is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast against Hunter will not count. Anybody else?
I would like to play Kaylee's power.
The fuck?
It was willed to me from Kaylee after she got voted out.
Screaming.
Nar.
I would like to play Keisha's power.
Okay, seriously, people.
Stop it.
Votes are locked. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will have a few moments to say their goodbyes and leave. And we will transfer you over to jury chat. First votes. Hunter does not count. Second vote. Gage, that's 1 vote Gage. Third vote. Dev, that's 1 vote Gage, 1 vote Dev. Fourth vote. John, that is 1 vote Dev, 1 vote Gage, 1 vote John. Fifth vote. Dev, that's 2 votes Dev, 1 vote Gage, 1 vote John, 1 vote left. Final vote. Is for Gage. We are tied for the second time this season. Here's how it will work. I've explained the rules beforehand, but this is going to be a little bit more different. Obviously, you both will have 10 minutes to discuss, Gage and Dev and everyone else, no messaging one-on-ones, alliance chats, everything else. Here's how this will differ. If the vote deadlocks again, Gage, you will be safe, and Dev, you'll be safe for being in tie. Hunter, you will be safe for playing an idol, and Scott will be safe for having individual immunity, which means if this vote deadlocks, John, you will automatically be eliminated from the game. Could someone get a timer, please, ready?
Yes, I will start a timer. Give me a second.
All right.
Hold
Once the
on.
timer starts,
What the fuck?
you'll have free reign to do whatever you want.
Okay.
Cover that message, and I will be, looking at that shit and everything else.
Alrighty. I will start the timer. Nobody let me forget to stop it when it's over. Go.
Time starts now.
Please keep me in this game. So I don't want to say anything bad about Dev, but I do want to be here. I think her story is in contrast to the rest of us in the game. If you keep her, I think it's such a contrast that you will have a hard time arguing against it. She hasn't had to have immunity. She hasn't had to have powers. So that's my pitch. I feel like everybody's saying me getting out Kaylee was this big thing, but that is literally the only thing I have. So better the devil you know, and you know what to expect sitting next to me if I make it with you guys. Then Dev, who keeps her cards a lot closer to her chest, and who knows what she's gonna pull out, because she also is amazing. So good luck, Dev. That's my pitch.
Yeah, good luck to you too, Gage. I'm not a huge fan of this situation, but yeah, I mean, like I also don't want to speak against Gage, but like yeah, he does have that big move that he did last round, which kept him in a great position. He hasn't gotten any votes until this tribal right here, which I mean, super impressive. That's awesome. But like it does show what an amazing game that he's played up until this point. And so I think that if he makes it to the end, he's absolutely in a really good position.
Thanks for bringing that up, Dev. But I do have votes now, so that is null and void.
But I mean, like obviously, just all of you do what's better for your own game.
The only other thing I'm gonna say is next round with the immunity, right after whoever wins immunity, there is a vote. So we're not at final tribal council yet. I feel that if you feel that it's advantageous for you to keep me to secure your spot in there, I've talked to each individual person left in the game. I hope moving forward, the ones that I gave my word to keep me here.
I will say also, you guys can look at my record. I have pretty much no chance of winning the next immunity challenge.
This is awesome, Dev. I don't know what else to
Yeah,
say.
it is.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I don't know what to say except like I feel like you guys have said your piece, and now I feel like it's up to John. You almost have to like. I'm not saying you should, but there is a chance that this ties. So I think we all have to start talking right now about like.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like,
what are we gonna do?
Got
What
to
are
be open. My game's up in the air if this deadlocks. So, I don't want to vote Gage at all, but I don't want my game to go ultimately get deadlocked and go to rocks. So, I mean, it's up to you, Hunter and Scott, what you guys want to do. I mean, if it gets deadlocked, I go home. So, I mean, I don't want to vote Gage, but if I have to just cover myself, I mean, it's I'm between a rock and hard place right now because both Dev and Gage have made great arguments. Keep Gage, she can possibly win the next challenge. But Dev also has the comeback story, so I'm hearing both sides, but I can't afford my game to be deadlocked here. Me get voted out because of that. So I'm eager to see where you're at, Scott, and where you're at, Hunter.
Well, what's more scary is a jury threat or like a challenge threat? I think that's the difference here in reality. Like I'm not saying that Gage isn't a jury threat in a way, but I do feel like Dev may have more votes on the jury than Gage. But like John just said, Gage probably, and like Dev said, even there may be a bigger chance for Gage to win this next immunity. So
I mean, at the same time, like Gage made the point to me earlier, and this is true. I'm not saying this is influencing my decision, but it is true that like John did win the only endurance challenge we've had. That doesn't mean that that is the case again, right? Like it could be anybody's because we don't know what it is. So I don't know if that can be a metric to decide.
my assumption is that because Brandon said if this vote goes to another tie, it's going to go to rocks. That either John or Scott, you guys have the extra vote, and it's able to be used in this tie.
It's me. I have it.
Yeah.
I got it from Bria. Obviously, I wasn't going to say anything because I know like every time I open my mouth about anything, it gets out, and I have.
No, I mean that's probably so. No, I understand that.
Yeah. No, and I'm not mad. Like I'm not. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm gloating because I'm.
No. You're good.
And it's not against anybody here. I just know like that is my problem is I can't shut up, and if I said anything, then I wouldn't have any power, and haven't had power for a long time. And this is not about me. This is not about me. So I'm not trying to take over this conversation.
I mean, do what's best for your guys' game. I feel that if you guys keep me over Dev, I think you guys all have a better shot at winning. I know you guys keep saying me in this one move, but if you look at my track record, what other moves can I stand on other than that? They're gonna get bored with that if I continuously keep saying that. So I think you should keep me. I've tried all day to pitch logic to everybody. So that's all I got.
If I am going to be selfish for a second because I want to be for 1 second. I know that the next challenge is like it's pretty crucial. Gage, so far you're the only one that has said that you would take me to the end if if I don't win it, and I feel like that's the only option to win it. I don't know if John or Deb, I know I have talked to you about like not wanting to vote for you guys, but I don't know if you would do the same. I can't make you promise that. I mean, you could say it and not even be telling the truth, which is fine. That's completely valid. So I mean, that's weighing on my mind too. Of like
Scott, if you keep me, I like I told you. So
But at the same time, and this isn't accusatory, like I know that we think the same, and I'm thinking if the tables were turned, would I be like, yeah, I'll totally take you, and then at the end, so like that weighs on me too, and I don't know what.
and then risk another jury vote. Like, I mean, that would be
But it would
stupid
be a
on my
good-
part.
It would be a good move, though. It would be a great move. So I don't know, and again, oh my god. Ugh.
I think that me being here benefits everybody's game. I really do. I don't think I'm a huge jury threat. Yes, I was good in the first endurance comp, but that's even if it is an endurance comp. Like, I think I am an option for voting because even if we don't win, whoever doesn't win, there is a vote right after. Like, I feel like I played this game logically and with my door open to multiple options. So
Gage, that's why I'd argue that you do have more than that one move going for you though, because you have been sitting in such a good position and you have played such a fluid game. And I remember in touchy subjects, you were voted as like the person that everybody would trust with their life. So
because I'm in the army.
well, yeah.
But
But
also, I will say that Dev has two of her strongest allies on the jury. I'm not saying that's a lock, but those two people that she has a really good bond with that automatically are going to be inclined to be in her favor. I'm not saying they're going to completely look at that, but there's that as well.
and I'm sure I also have one or two people that are just definitely not going to vote for me, but you know, it's
John.
Yeah, I gave you my word tonight, and I voted the way I said. So, whichever way you're leaning here, I don't want it to deadlock. So I just like a little, just if you can let me know which way you're kind of like leaning here. I know it's kind of
So Hunter, you voted for Deb, I assume, right?
I did, and I truthfully don't plan on changing my vote. So it kind of relies on to where you want to go at this point. And I don't mean to say this in a negative way, but we have 10 seconds.
You're right. Fuck. Oh my god.
Scott, when I talked to you earlier today about going to the end, I meant it.
Time is up. All right, no more
Got it.
talking. I'm going to reopen the voting booth. Hold on. Recreate. Hopefully it doesn't send you all there.
Oh, that's
Okay,
my
don't go there. Don't go there if it asked you to go. I'm gonna send you.
I will go, but not you guys.
Yes, Keisha can go. Alrighty, so we got Hunter, John, Scott. Okay.
Find out what we'll be doing. This quest will consist of a total of 4 rounds. A delegate from each team will jump in each round, earning points depending on their rank. 3 points for first place, 2 points for second place, and third place will earn 1 point. Points will be counted at each fourth round. The team that comes in last place within their group will be eliminated.
So, how about that weather?
It was very rainy today here.
This sucks.
How about that mint
Same.
chocolate chip ice cream?
It's in the trash can.
Bitch.
How about that breast milk?
Not
Oh.
that. Wait.
From each team will be participating in round 2's Minecart Hall. For round 1's, the 2 people were
It's not iPhone anymore. It says Jordan.
I did that.
Oh.
All right, everybody. Just a reminder, if this deadlocks, John, you are completely and utterly out of the game. Otherwise, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will have a few moments to say their goodbyes, and we will transfer you over to the jury chat. Are we ready, everybody? First vote. Gage, that's 1 vote, Gage. Second vote. Dev, that's 1 vote, Dev, 1 vote, Gage. Third vote. Gage, that's 2 votes, Gage, 1 vote, Dev, 1 vote left. Final vote. And the next person voted out to Triumph Congo and the 8th member of our jury, Gage. Gage, I just want to say we have absolutely loved having you here, my friend. You are such a positive joy. I absolutely love you to death. Thank you so much for taking a chance on our little game. If you have any final words that you would like to say, now is the time to do so, my friend.
Yeah, the only thing I have to say to John is I don't know if I think that was a good move for you. I don't know how I feel right now. So I don't know. I don't know, John. But yeah, good luck to everybody. I had a blast playing this game. I played with my heart. I appreciate everybody, all the production, especially my girl Keisha. She's the reason I was here. I hope I made you proud. And yeah, there's no more time to step up and make moves. So I'm curious to see what happens. Good luck, everybody.
Gage, we've absolutely loved having you here. Unfortunately, the tribe has spoken. It is time for you to go. As for the rest of you, congratulations. You have made it to the final 4. No more advantages. No more bullshit for us throwing at you. You just have 1 challenge and then 1 more tribal council. And then we are at the final tribal council. We'd like to request that you stay on because we need to schedule a time for